What do you regret? What do you wish you would have done differently?
Oh, that whole scene with me in the pink nightgown. I was mortified. I was mortified. And like, I will never live that down. I'm ashamed of it.
Okay. Kimbali. I have to say it like
Bye.
Kimbali. You are a 90-day newbie. So describe to me your journey so far. How would you sum it up?
Well, it's been crazy because I'm really, before the show, I was a very, very private person, like I went to work every day, took care of my mom, just my normal life. And now it is so crazy. I just got verified. And then it's like everywhere. Yeah, girl, everywhere I go, I swear, everywhere I go, I get recognized. So I've learned I have to wear concealer everywhere I go. And because those dark circles, boy. But it's been a really good journey. I've had some low moments, but it's been fun. And I'm very grateful to TLC. I'm very grateful. And, to Usman as well. He's the one that put me on this platform. But it's been crazy. I was at SeaWorld. My birthday was Saturday, and I went to SeaWorld Friday, and we had to leave. We had to leave because people were just like recording me, and I'm like, okay, stop.
Okay, you mentioned that it was Usman's idea for you two to join the show, or for you to join the show with him. How did he approach you about that, and what made you say yes?
I was actually driving to work one day, and he was like, TLC is going to call you today. And I was like, wait, what? I pulled over. And I was like, no, like, I don't want to do this. Like, cause my life, I have a good life, and I take care of myself and everything. And then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I'm 50 years old. Like, why not? Like, why not? Like, why not put our story out there? Why not? So I did. It took me like a month and a half. And then I did my first like casting interview and I was like, oh, okay. They were like, we love you. Like, your pro personality is just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we approached it. And I mean, I felt like for me, it was showing my love for him, and that's how I felt about the whole thing with both of us.
So when I spoke to him, he mentioned that initially he wanted to bring Zara on the show, but they broke up. So did you know about that?
I actually wanted to go on TV with Zara, but because of some of my reasons, I decided not to go on TV with her.
Did you know that was his plan to first bring Zara on the show?
I did not.
How do you feel about that? Do you have any feelings?
I felt like a second option. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt totally like a second option, and it hurt. It hurt me so bad when I found all this stuff out. I can't even, you saw, saw what people fail to realize is, and I want to make this clear. I wasn't mad he was in a relationship. I was mad that when I told him I loved him, and I stopped dating myself because I was dating too. I had a little friend with benefits thing going on, And when I stopped that because I told him I was catching feelings for him or whatever, he should have told me at that point that he was in a relationship. I would have never in my life pursued anything with him. I would have just stopped it. We could have just been cool, like, hey, what's up? Like my homie or something, And he did not. And he was wrong for that.
I'm Soulja Boy's girlfriend. That's so crazy.
I want to get into a fan question.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Deidre says, quote, I just got the fact that Kim said she's Soulja Boy's girlfriend, not Usman's. Was it that she was in love with his image? What's your response to that?
At first, I was in love with this, he's a celebrity. I was in love with that, But once, like I said, all these talks we had, and we talked like morning till night, okay? I fell in love with Usman. Like, I know who Usman is as a person, but I said it because I never call him Soulja Boy. Like, once I got to know him, I would just call him Usman, Because in even one of the other episodes, I went up to him, I think we were with his Badness and Slam T, and I was like, Soulja Boy, and he was like, you never call me that. Because I didn't call him that,
People are a little bit confused about how big of a celebrity Usman really is. So you perceive him as a celebrity. Is he really that big in Nigeria?
Yes, and I feel, because everybody laughs when I say international superstar Usman Umar, aka Soulja Boy. He loves when I say that. But he is known in other countries, and he's really well known where he's from. And he is known, and think because of the show, he is known in different countries, and he does use it as a platform to get his music out, I think he's a celebrity, so.
I mean, hey, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Was there any point where you felt as if Usman was using you to further his career? As far as like you two being on TV together?
Honestly, to God, I don't feel that he used me for anything. I don't feel that way.
Okay.
And it might be the perception of other people, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but nobody knows like how close him and I really were. You know, we were extremely close. You know, so nobody understands that part.
Thank you.
Look at your other gift.
No! PS5! No. Oh my.
Okay, let's talk about the money. You bought him a PS5, MacBook, and that gold Soulja Boy chain. What's your response to viewers who feel as if you were trying to buy Usman's love?
Please, thank you for asking me this. Okay.
Tell me.
I don't need to buy a man's love for anything. I don't need to do that. Okay. I didn't need to do that. Anybody, my friends, my son, anybody will tell you everything I do. And you just said it, everything comes from my heart. Okay. I like to make other people happy. I love that. I'm a giver. I'm just a giving kind of woman. You know, I don't know about now anymore, but I'm a giver. So the PlayStation 5 actually was not that expensive. I don't want to say how I got it, but I used some of my little restaurant manager charm and I talked the guy down to $150, $200 over price now.
Okay. Oh, under the price. Okay.
Under the price. So yes. So it was not that expensive. I swear to God, it wasn't. I wouldn't have paid $2,000 or even $1,000 for it. I just wouldn't have done that. Okay. The MacBook, the only reason I got on the MacBook is it was like 2 weeks or something before we went to Zanzibar. We were arguing on the phone about something, and it's his music studio, and he had it on top of his car. And he drove off and it fell and somebody ran over it. And I felt so bad because I was the one that started the argument, you know? So that's why. The Soulja Boy necklace, yes, it is real gold for everybody who asked, because everybody asked me that. That was a birthday present. That's just who I am, you know? And I feel I didn't need to bribe. I didn't buy him as bribe gifts. Like, what the hell is that? Like, how do you, that's crazy. Like, I don't need to bribe somebody to be with me. I did it because I'm a good person. And honestly, and anybody will tell you that. Like, even my son was like, yo, like, he got a PS5, you know, but I helped my son. Yeah. And I helped Jamal with things too. You know what I mean? And my biggest thing is to help, to make people smile. That's my biggest thing. I'm a caregiver at heart, and it's it's a blessing and it's a curse. You know what I mean? But for everybody out there, I don't need to bribe somebody for sex. That's gross. Ew.
Okay. Well, speaking of that, watching yourself back, what surprised you the most about your behavior? What do you regret? What do you wish you would have done differently?
Oh, that whole scene with me in the pink nightgown.
But why don't you want to have sex with me though? I don't understand.
We will have sex.
No, when?
I apologized for it on my social media once I saw it back, and I would never in my life. That's just it. Oh God, it was so bad, and the criticism I got for that, even now, I still get it, right? And I've apologized and I've put it to bed. That was good, huh? Put it to bed. But I feel I was mortified. I embarrassed myself. I embarrassed Usman. I embarrassed my son, you know? And the crazy thing was I was drinking a lot, and I'm not using alcohol as an excuse, but I had 3 bottles of champagne because I was nervous. I was really nervous about this young guy, and here I am 50 years old. I'm like, hey, I was nervous. But the way I acted, I was mortified. And I will never live that down, I don't think. And I got a lot of people that were victims of sexual, assault and all that. And I'm ashamed of it. If I could go back and change one thing, I would change that. Another thing I would change is calling Zara a bitch, because I'm a woman. And if you call me a bitch, I'm gonna smack you across your face. So I did do an apology for that as well. And I felt bad. And nobody has to tell me to do these things. You know what I'm saying? I do them from my heart. And I was like, damn, because it's not her fault, it's his fault.
I had so much confidence when I got here and everything. And now it's just gone.
We, as women, I understand, right? Sometimes we place our self-worth in the hands of the wrong person, in the hands of a man. Do you feel as if you placed too much of your self-worth in Usman's hands?
I feel like I did. But that's the whole thing with being on a show. Nobody understands what he's telling me or what he's texting me. I didn't go down there not knowing he wasn't going to kiss me. I didn't go down there not knowing we were
But
going to have sex.
did he say we're gonna kiss and we're gonna do all that, or did
I
you?
mean, it was like, yeah, we use certain terms, but that's how it was. That's what pissed me off so much about finding out about this relationship. Like, you were sitting there flirting with me. Like, I mean, it was crazy. And when I got there and found this out, I was like, I knew about the sleeping in the separate rooms, and I was totally okay with that, because nobody looks at it from my point of view, right? What if I would have met him in person and been like, ew? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you're shorter than me, or what if I wouldn't have been physically attracted to him? You know what I'm saying? But now my self-worth is everything to me. My confidence is everything to me. And I have that now. I have it back.
And it's easier said than done. I mean, like I told you, I'm a woman. Men go through it too. I feel you. But that was something that was, it was hard to watch, because
and it was hard for me to say it.
Yeah. Depending on the way the relationship was going, you would feel good about yourself, or the way you described it was, I won or I lost.
I lost.
Yeah, and that was a joke too. And it was a total joke, because before I went to Zanzibar, we would like talk or whatever. And, he called me potential or whatever. And I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was anything like, I didn't think it was that bad. And then, so I told him, I said, if we become or get in a relationship, I was like, I'm going to just be like, hashtag I won. It's totally a joke. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not saying they're not, but nobody sees the full thing. Nobody sees the text where he was telling me things, and nobody sees all that. They just see me being this desperate chick, with no confidence. But nobody's seeing, like, he led me on totally.
I saw it. Yeah, I think that was clear. Another fan question. Kiki says, Kiki says, I thought Kim was down for Usman having multiple wives. Is that still the case?
I am down for Usman to have a second wife, okay? But he needs to tell me about it. Keep me in the dark, That's his culture. I'm not going to be here and sitting there going to a fertility clinic and all that. I'm done. Okay, I just turned 52. I wash my hands, But I'm really realistic that way. I know I've raised my son. I don't, that's his life. But I respect his culture. I respect his religion, but he has to tell me about it first. Don't keep it a secret. You have to tell me,
You mentioned your son. First of all, your son is so cute. He is handsome.
Thank you. He's adorable.
He's a beautiful man. Yes.
Thank you. I get so many DMs about him. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Okay.
Yeah, he's handsome. How has he watched the show back, and what are the conversations that you all are having, because you are so close?
I know. Jamal is my biggest accomplishment ever in my life, right? And I mean, I've had a lot, but he's everything to me. We watched the episodes together, and and he's really proud of me. I mean, he's really proud of, he's very proud of me. He helps me run my social media and everything. But like, some of the episodes were bad, like that one, I call it the pink nightgown, right? He called me and he's like, Mom, like, what the hell, And I was like, I know, I'm so sorry, He was very disappointed in me. He was embarrassed, because people they just don't DM me, they DM him, which I don't understand why. But he was really, it was bad. It was really bad. He was very upset with me, and I did a public apology, and I did it to Usman, and I did it for Jamal too, because Jamal, he didn't deserve that.
Because my son's gonna cuss me out, and I don't want that to happen.
He's gonna do what?
He's gonna cuss you out like a
He
dog.
cannot cast me. He cannot do that.
No, he
I
can't.
have no business with him.
He'll call me like after every episode and be like, okay, so you didn't wear makeup that, but it was so hot. In Zanzibar, any makeup you put on just poured off my face. So after a while,
you were fine without makeup. Was that a thing for him, for your son?
Yeah, my son was like, you need to wear concealer.
Oh Lord. The fact that you even had enough confidence to do that, without it, says a lot.
Thank you. I mean, I felt it was a waste of makeup, and my makeup's expensive. It was a waste to put concealer on, and it just melts off your face,
Right. Okay. Last fan question. Then before we go, I'll let you say whatever you want the audience to know. I think you'll appreciate this question. It's really thoughtful. It's from Jen. Jen says, many people who have gone through challenging situations use that energy to better themselves and forge a new chapter in their lives. How has this experience pushed you in your personal development, growth, and vision for your life?
That is a really good question. I'm not going to take any more from people. Just not. You can't be. Yes. You can't be nice to everybody because not everybody appreciates your niceness. Some people, I've had so many people in past relationships take because I am a good person. But once I reach that point, like the throwing the water, once I reach that point, it's just like, okay, whatever, like I know now who my circle is. I know that I have self-worth. I know I'm a beautiful woman, regardless if it was no makeup or not. You know what I mean? I know my soul I have a very good soul and I have a very big heart. And I just will no longer let anybody take advantage of that ever. And that's just my life now, and I'm not saying I'm that bad bitch, but I'm just like, okay, so my vision in the future is to just I have to be genuine because that's just who I am. I'm just a genuine person. And I have to, for past mistakes that I've made and everything, I have to deal with that. I pray on it and I meditate on it and I have to forgive myself because I'm my own worst critic, honey. I am my own worst critic. And I just have to be me, but I have to be me at the same time,
Beautifully said, Kim. Are you still Soulja Boy's #1 fan?
I will always be a supporter of Soulja Boy. I love his music. I like the new song that just came out. I will always be a supporter of his music. Yes, I will always be a fan. Always.